Hey, welcome to the QG Lifestyle. Gardening season is an exciting time of the year. If you have any interest in gardening and growing your own delicious and organic vegetables, then stick around because in this video, I'm going to share some awesome tips on how you can grow your own vegetables such as tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, and other healthy leafy greens and herbs from scratch. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe for more creative videos on living a happy, healthy, and adventurous lifestyle. Follow me on social media at the QG Lifestyle. Growing your own vegetables is a long process, but it can be very fun, exciting, and rewarding experience. There are two options to get started. Option 1, buy the plants. You wait till spring arrives and the weather gets warm enough, and then you can go to your local garden store and purchase any vegetable plants you want. And then you transplant them into your garden or wherever you plan on growing them. But this can be very pricey sometimes, depending on what and how many plants you decide to purchase. Option 2, grow your own seeds. Planting your own seeds can almost cost you nothing. This video will focus on some great tips on planting your own seeds. If you are watching this video and you know it's too late for planting your own seeds, it's okay, you can still buy the plants, and there are lots of tips in this video that could help you make your gardening experience so much better. Let's hope you're not too late. To get started, decide and plan ahead what vegetables you want to plant. Start early. This is key. For example, tomatoes and peppers require a long growing season depending on what zone you live in. It could take about 3 months or more from transplanting a tomato plant to harvest. Start your seeds indoor 6 to 8 weeks before. So by the time the weather gets warm enough, your plants have already grown strong enough to be transplanted easily without any risk of not making it. So now that you're aware of the timing and planning ahead, here's what you need to get started. 1. Seeds. You can buy your seeds from any local garden stores, and some grocery stores will have it too. A packet of seeds costs anywhere between $1 to $3. I usually collect my own seeds every year from the vegetables I buy to eat and from the ones that I plant. This has been working well for me, but certain stuff I have to buy them too. 2. Get some seeding starting mix. You could use potting mix soil, but with seed starting mix, the seeds germinate faster and easier because it's not as dense as potting mix. However, seed starting mix doesn't really have any nutrition like the soil, so I use a combination of both. 3. Pots and containers. You can again purchase the pots, or you can use recycled plastic containers. I use empty yogurt containers and plastic cups. They are perfect and I reuse them every year. But whatever you decide to use, it's extremely important that you poke a drainage hole at the bottom so you don't overwater the plants, and also you can prevent the roots from getting rotten. 4. Plant the seeds. Now that you have your pots, seeding starting mix, it's time to plant the seeds. Plant the seeds at a reasonable depth. When you buy the seeds, follow the instructions on the package, but about 3 centimeters is generally fine for small seeds. Sow a few extra seeds in case some of them don't germinate, and if they all do, then you can thin them out and leave 1 or 2 of the best ones in each small container. 5. Water the new seeds. The containers need to stay moist for the seeds to germinate and grow, but don't overwater the mix. 6. Place the containers in a warm location. The warmer the room, the faster the seeds will germinate. 7. Give the plants light. Now, if you haven't already placed your containers in a bright location, you need to as soon as the seeds start to rise. The best location is behind a bright sunny window. If you are limited to natural lights, you can use artificial lights. There are full spectrum grow lights you can purchase for your indoor plants. 8. Watch them grow. Growing seeds indoor need a little extra attention. Remember to thin the plants if there are too many of them in a small pot. A warmer room helps the seeds germinate faster, but a cooler room will keep the seedlings strong and sturdy. Water them when they get thirsty. You can fertilize weekly or bi-weekly, but be careful not to overdo it because it could burn the young plants. Follow the instructions for fertilizing. You may have to rotate or relocate the plants for the purpose of lights. 9. Get ready for the move. About a week before transplanting your plants outside, it's recommended that you take your plants and expose them to the outside atmosphere for about an hour or so each time, for a few days so they adjust before moving them outside completely. 10. Select a new home. Before moving your plants outside, plan ahead and choose a suitable new home for them. Make sure the new home is furnished with a balanced gardening soil. mix of topsoil and compost is best. Be sure that the area gets sufficient sunlight or shade for your type of plants. An area with lots of sunshine is perfect for plants such as tomatoes and peppers. Don't plant them too closely though. Some tomato plants can grow really high and big. Give them the space they need. 11. Transplant. If the weather is now warm enough and there's no risk of frost, you can transplant your seedlings into your garden. If you don't have a garden and you have an area in your balcony dedicated to gardening, same rules apply. Transplant them out only when the evening temperatures stay around 10 degrees or higher. Here are some more tips for transplanting your seedlings. 12. Protect from the sun. Avoid transplanting in the middle of the day or when the sun is too hot. The leaves on the young plants that you have grown indoor are very sensitive, and direct midday sun exposure and the heat on the first day could burn them. 13. Transplant at the right time. Early mornings, evenings, or on days when it's overcast are best for transplanting your seedlings outside. A perfect day would be a mild day with some light drizzles. 14. Water the transplants. Watering the original containers of the plants before you proceed with the transplant will make the transition smooth and easy. 15. Dig a hole. When you dig a new home, make sure it's deep enough that you can bury the pot that has been holding the plant. Maybe even deeper. Use your own judgment. 16. Handle with caution. Be careful not to hurt your plants when you transplant them. It's okay if some leaves break off, but protect the stems. Flip the pot upside down and use that momentum to slide everything out all at once. 17. Fill in the hole. Once you place the root ball of your plant down at its new home, fill the area around it with soil and pat down the area so there is no negative airspace left. 18. Water more. Once the transplant is complete, water the new area so everything settles nicely together. 19. Look after them. Your plants will slowly grow, but they cannot be ignored. Here's how you can look after them. Water them whenever the top layer of the soil appears dry. Avoid spraying and shallow watering. Deep watering is best. Use organic fertilizer to speed up the growth. Don't over-fertilize or they will not flower. Remove unwanted weeds. The weeds are like pirates. They steal water and nutrition from your plants. Remove them as soon as they emerge. Provide support. When your plants grow big, they need support, or the wind or even their own weight could cause them to break. Use sticks, wires, poles, lift them off the ground and tie them so they have something to lean on. Plant some flowers around your vegetables. This will attract pollinators. 20. And finally, enjoy your harvest. When your tomatoes turn red or any other vegetables reach maturity, don't leave them hanging out for too long. Pick them and eat them. Enjoy your delicious vegetables before squirrels and raccoons discover them out. I've been gardening for many years. In fact, I was born in a place where everything we ate came from the fields and the trees around us. And a small shovel was my favorite toy as a kid. Since the time that I got my hands on a little shovel, I have not stopped digging and planting. I love gardening and growing my own vegetables. To me, gardening is a form of art. I enjoy the process and all the little steps of growing my own vegetables. It's a fulfilling and rewarding experience unlike anything else. Gardening has many more positive benefits to your health and your well-being. It's proven that gardening helps with physical, emotional, intellectual, spiritual, and mental health. Gardening can change and enhance the quality of the life you are living.